Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Being Software Engineer. My name is Akash. So today we are going to learn basics of microservices. So how microservices talk to each other. So microservice means small Spring Boot services, Spring Boot apps, and they talk to each other by sharing the data. And how they communicates with each other is through URL. Okay, and in microservice there are some things involved like Eureka server or Netflix tool. I will explain that later, but right now I will explain you how actually behind the scene how they communicates with each other. What is the basic of microservice? What is the basic of communication of two Spring Boot services or many Spring Boot services? I will explain you by using two Spring Boot services, Spring Boot apps. So these are the two Spring Boot apps I have created. So you can create it by visiting this. Okay, so you can visit start.io, and then you can create here your Spring Boot application like this. You can type your group ID, artifact ID, and then you can create Java 8. I have used Java 8, that's why I will recommend you Java 8 because I have used it. Okay, so now you can add a Spring Web jar here. It includes many jars. It's a Spring Boot Web Starter jar, and then you can click on Generate Project. Okay, so I have already done that. So I have created two projects here: Request Spring Boot app and Response Spring Boot app. So Request Spring Boot app will send request to Response Spring Boot app, and Response Spring Boot app will share response to Request Spring Boot app, and then we will display that to UI. So I have not created UI, so I will directly display that to Postman. Okay, so I got this in build. So I have created this REST template. I have created REST template bean by using @bean, and then I have returned this REST template bean new instance in the application main application file. Okay, the preferred way is this, that you should use @bean and then create the instance of REST template and then return it from the bean method. Okay, then I have created request app controller. Here I have used REST controller. So REST controller is the combination of response body plus controller. So, and then I have injected here service. Okay, in controller I have used this URL pattern, that is info/employee, because we are creating here employee detail application. So based on the Paygroup we will get the employee information. So Paygroup is like I have created like for processing the salary. It's kind of salary processing system. So Paygroup is the Paygroup means I have just used it to get the response. Okay, then I've used request param. So request param is the one like we can pass request parameters into the URL. Like if our URL is, let's say our URL is localhost colon 8080 / this, then we can say question mark, and then we can pass like this. We can pass Paygroup equal to, let's say, XYZ, because it's string type of, I have it declared as string, that's why. Then if I have any other request param, then I can use like this and then let's say org ID as ABC. Okay, so this is how we can use request param, and this will be the next request param, and this will be the first request param. So this is the use of request param. Okay, so I have used request param and I have assigned it to Paygroup. Then I have created one service class. In service class, okay, in service class I have used REST template to call the next Spring Boot app. Okay, then REST template, then I have used this, I have passed this pay group in this method from controller. Okay, I will get that pay group in the request in the URL only, request URL. Okay, I will explain you how it I will get it. Okay, so this is how I will get it. So I have, okay, so I have now used this REST template and said REST template dot get for object, and I have used this URL localhost 8080 slash emp detail slash bsc slash question mark paygroup is equals to paygroup is this paygroup, and then the type of object I will get from the next service. Okay, so this is for now, but in production or in real project you will not get for object. You will have to use REST template dot exchange. I will explain you how we can use REST template dot exchange also, but this is just for demo purpose how we can use REST template and call other API. Okay, so we have employee DTO here, and this has 4 details: employee ID, name, address, pay group, and then we have service. As I explained you, I have not created a repository here because I think it is not required here, because we are directly hitting the other API. That's why I did not use repository. So I have used only @service and @rest controller. Okay, so in application.properties file, I have set the port as server.port. If you want to set the port of application, then Spring Boot application, you can use server.port, and then you can assign any port. So I have used 8080 because the response Spring Boot app will be running. This other REST Spring Boot application will be running on 8080. Okay, so let's go to this now. This is the other response Spring Boot app, the other Spring Boot app which will send the response of employee. So here I have the main class by default, which I get from start.io Spring Boot initializer project. Then I have created one controller here, the controller with emp detail bsc slash bsc, and then I have used that request param from here, and then I have assigned that to here. Okay, so I will hit the request. I will show you. Okay, so this is how, let me show you that thing. Okay, controller and the service. Okay, okay, service. So in service, if you see in service, I have passed the pay group with as a request param. Like I have used question mark here, and after the question mark all the thing will be the request param. So I have used pay group as question mark here. So that is why I need to use the same pay group in other service response controller to get the value. So this is how I used request param and then pay group, assigned to pay group. Then I have passed it to, I have created one service here, and then in service I have created one method fetch employee, and I have injected this I have created this repository class and injected into the service. Then I have created get employee list method in repository to get the list of employees, and we will go in repository now. So this is @that repository class. So in repository I have created one hash set. I think it is not required actually. Okay, it is not required. Let's remove that. Okay, so I have created one method get employee detail list. In that I have created one list of list. This is a list. This is a unmodifiable list, means this is an immutable list. This is only read only list, you cannot modify it. That's why I used it unmodifiable list. I have created sample data because I am not writing to the database. That's why I have created data in our repository class. So I have added 5 employees here: 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, and this is the pay group. Let's go to TTO. So actually these are the 4 parameters: employee ID, name, address, and pay group. So I am passing this pay group FTY, ET1, ET1, then GD1, 21E, and FQW. Okay, these are the pay groups. So this has employee ID, name, address, and pay group. So this is a pay group. So these all last elements are pay group in employee TO object. So what I'm doing here is I am okay. So on this list I am performing streaming operation here. Dot stream dot filter to filter the particular type of employee, to get the particular type of employee. So that's why I used a filter here. So there are multiple methods on stream like map, filter, and there are many more. So I have used filter to get specific type of employee details. So I said so I will get employee out of this employee list. So I said employee lambda expression I used here, employee dot get pay group if it equals to this passed pay group. Okay, I have passed this pay group into this repository class method. So if it is equal to this pay group, then only get that employee, because I want employee who has the pay group same as the pay group I will pass from the request URL. Okay, then I will collect that to the list. Set collectors or to list. I will create one more video for filter, map, and all these methods in separate video. Okay, so I am directly returning that list from here. Then let's go to now service. In service I will collect that list, and in service I will get the first element out of the list, because we know that there will be only one employee because we have created the dummy data. So I will return that employee to the controller, and in controller I am calling service, and I will return this employee directly from the controller. Okay, then from here we are calling this, means these are the two different services. Okay, let me tell you once again, these are the two different Spring Boot apps. Okay, two different Spring Boot apps. We are calling request from request Spring Boot app, we are calling response Spring Boot app. Okay, in request Spring Boot app we are having request app service. In request app service we will get that employee passed from the controller of response Spring Boot app here, and then from here we will return that to controller. Okay, we have controller here of this app, we have controller here. Okay, so we will return that, like we have called this service here, and then we will return that from here. Okay, and then we will get that to UI. So let's run this service and let's see the response, how it works. Let's run it in debug mode, and I will show you once again how it works internally. Okay, let's keep debug on controller. So you can see like how to debug. Also you will understand how to debug any application. I will also create one more video on debugging the code, but this is again one more means you can consider this also as the tutorial for debugging the code. Okay, so let's service get started. So this service is running on 8080 response Spring Boot app. The default is 8080, and in request Spring Boot app, okay, I have added 8081. Okay, because these should be the different ports, that's why. So I will hit the service, I will hit this 8081 port, and from 8081 port it will go to this 8080. Okay, it will hit the other service on 8080. So let's hit it from Postman. So let me see the URL pattern first. Okay, we'll hit this service first. So this is info/employee. Okay, info/employee, if it's already there. Okay, info/employee. Okay, and then pay group. Okay, we are passing this pay group as the request param, that's why pay group. Okay, pay group is equal to, pay group is equal to FQW. So let me see if that pay group is available or not. Okay, pay group is equal to 21E, let's say. Okay, because these are the pay groups. So let me hit it for 21E. Okay, let's hit it. Okay, I hit it. It came to controller. Okay, let's keep the debug point here also. Okay, we already have done that. Okay, so let's go to debug point now. Okay, so we got 21e here. Okay, we have passed that in request form, that's why. Then we will go to F5. Then we will go to service class. In service class we are hitting this URL. Okay, this is the URL. I will show you what is the URL. This is the Control Shift I. If you click on Control Shift I, you will get the details. I'm sorry, I think I have not used completely. Let me hit it again. Control Shift I. Okay, this is the URL we are going to hit. Okay, so I'm hitting it. It should go to other service now. Okay, so it gone to other service. This response service, it gone to response service on employee/BSE by passing this Paygroup as 21e. Okay, and from here we'll go to this service, and from service it will go to repository, and in repository we have this terminator, and we will apply this filter method here, and then we will return directly the response to the controller of the first service, and we got the response. Okay, let's hit F8 and let's see the controller. Okay, so we got the response. We got the response for 21e Paygroup. Okay, because we have passed 21e. Let's add let's hit it for other Paygroup. Let's remove the debug points now, because we don't require debug points now. Okay, so okay, let's hit it for other Paygroup and let's see if it is working fine or not. Let's hit for GD1. Okay, GD1. Okay, we got the response as GD1. So what it does is, this Spring Boot app share JSON type of response or any type of response we want, XML type of response, it may be, or JSON type of response within the services. Okay, like see in this service we have, okay, we will get this response as JSON, and then this JSON response we'll get this response as JSON, and we said okay, and then this response will be converted to actual object. Okay, and then this response will be converted to this employee object. Okay, using Jackson binder. So there is a library called Jackson. So that Jackson binder does this binding from JSON to Pojo and Pojo to JSON. So okay, so all right, that's it for now, and hope you like this video. And what I will do is I will create one more live video, means one more video. I will write code there by creating the video, and that will be part 2. By I will hit RestTemplate.exchange there, and I will pass the required parameter which will be used in actual real projects, because this get for object will not be used for real project. RestTemplate.exchange will be used for a real project, because this project will this video will be so long. That's why I will be creating next part of it. So thank you very much, guys. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please thumbs up, and have a good day. Yeah, bye.